Here, look at my mess. I've got a, nope, that's not the mess. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Real life, a real life mess. It's real and it's okay, guys, right? It's okay if you have a hot mess in your office or wherever. Yesterday I did a picture of sort of like the long view of kitchen to living room because I just love that view. It's so incredibly peaceful. And somebody's like, oh, that's what a clean counter looks like. And here's the deal, like that's not because of me. I didn't do that. We have an angel, literally an angel that helps us out. And she's the one that makes it look like that. So I have to take a picture before we live in it again because it only looks that way for a little while. So, hey, good morning, Sarah. I see you there. So the secret to my success hey, Shelly, let me put you guys up here. And Kathy, oh my gosh, look at y'all. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness. I'm getting ready to go to an event right now, but that kind of is my secret. And now I've told my people that I am going to slow down on going to events, like physically going to events, but this one happens to be in Orlando. So obviously if it's here, I'll go ahead and do it, but I'm slowing down on the flying out, that sort of thing. And I am 100% focused on my people, like helping them through everything. And so I'm going to be staying home until further notice, So, anywho, that's why I look like this. I don't just normally wake up in the morning and I'm like, hey, let me put on a suit and a cute t-shirt, by the way. Like, why don't I just go ahead and do that? That does not happen. I am usually in yoga pants and t-shirt and some sneakers. So there's that. Good morning, darling. I have an event to go to, which is why I'm up so early and actually talking to the peoples. So let me get to my point. I could talk, I could respond to you guys all day long because I love you. And I'm going to forget my point, which is why I need to do this. And so the secret to my success, you guys, is that I am, what is going on with my hair? Don't you hate doing videos because then you're like looking at yourself the whole time? Slow down, Martha, slow down. Okay, so the secret to my success is that I am a continual learner. I do not stop learning. I do not stop seeing if there's new and different ways to do things. That's why I think that my people appreciate me a lot, is because when I find new things that work, I'm going to be sharing them, right? And like I do them and I test them out first, and then whenever they work, I share them. I don't just share. Somebody says something and then I'm like, oh, this thing too. I make sure it actually works, or else I'm part of the problem, in my opinion, on the internet of people saying, you should do this. And they have never done that a day in their life. And you're like, but how do you know that works? And so anyway, what the secret to my success, which again I said is no secret, is that I just continuously learn. And so sometimes that looks like reading books. Sometimes it looks like going to virtual events. If you're not okay, like going to live events, no big deal. Then go to virtual events and get out of them what you can get out of them. I think what's important is that our brain has new understanding of concepts on such a repeated basis that is normal. You know what I'm saying? So not that you get stagnant, because I think stagnancy actually happens when we stop learning, right? I mean, it kind of right? If you're not learning anything new, you're not trying anything new, and so you sit where you've sat forever, and maybe you're not happy with that, but there's no real excuses we can make there because we're not learning anything new, right? And so what I would focus on is grab a book today. Start reading it, Read a chapter a day. It doesn't need to be overwhelming. It just needs to get your brain firing off on new ideas and things like that. And if you use me as that learning resource, I love that. I love that. That's, like if you're in Young Living, go to Gold Getters. That's Gold Getters 2.0, excuse me. It has been revamped. That is a group that I have in Facebook. Just go ahead and look that up and you'll find me there. I'm a good, honest resource for you. Just what you need to do, guys, is you just really need to always make sure that you're continuously learning, because I think the easiest thing to do, the path of least resistance, is the path of, well, I'm going to keep doing this thing. And you kind of get into a rut. And whenever you get into a rut, the rut is very easy to stay in because the sides are high. Like you're just kind of like, well, this is the thing. This is my behavior. This is what I do. And then the sentence, this is who I am, happens. Has anybody been there? This is who I am. And that's my fear for you, is that you're going to believe that you are who you were in the past up until today. In which case, what we do today is we just make a change and we say, nope, I actually am something different, right? I actually am, and then fill in the blank. I actually am, blah, 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 blah. What you're going to do eventually, and this is a psychological thing, you guys, this is not just noise, I'm not just talking at you, it's a psychological thing. If you choose who you are, first of all, if you're a daughter or the son of the king, freaking man up, because you're a lot more than you think you are. You know what I'm saying? If you are a daughter or a son of the king, man up, because we can make some things happen, because the same power that rose our Savior from the grave 3 days later is the same power that lives within us right now. Today, we have to call it to action. It takes us doing that, okay? Just so you know. Now, what are you going to call into action? That's the question. What are you? Who are you? Look at your best possible version of yourself. My gosh, who is that? That person is probably, here's a hack. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again because I don't think I've said it for a while. The hack is this. If there is somebody that you really admire, you need to realize that the reason that you admire them is because you share something with them. You admire them because they are exuding something into the world that you also have. You appreciate that because it's a match. So maybe look at what they're doing. And not like you're trying to be somebody, but that's a piece, right? We've got pieces. We've got pieces of what we're meant to do here and that sort of thing. And just look for that match, that feeling of like, ooh, I love what they're doing, right? It's a match. Then say, what would that look like for me? How would I be able to show up in that way? And don't let the back of your brain go like, no, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. That's just biology, okay? That's not faith. That's biology. Go against your biology for a second, okay? That's programming. Let's stand in faith. Okay, I love you guys so much. I have to pop out of here because I literally need to go get gas. I'm one of those people that will run out of gas on the road. So I can't do that today. So anyway, I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye.